Hello, this is Kenji, and today's topic is speak smoothly in Japanese. You're having a lovely conversation in Japanese with this Japanese friend. You're nodding, smiling, and the flow is just perfect. At least that is what you thought, right? You pause for what feels like 1 minute, and you kind of stand there scratching your face because you just can't remember that one specific phrase or the grammar points that you are going to use. Just about when you are able to recall what you are going to say, the conversation already moved on. So there are actually 3 strategies to help you speak more smoothly in this kind of situation. And if you can see yourself in this kind of situation, this video is just for you. Just a quick note, the opinions shared here are my own. It does not reflect the views of my employer. Before we dive into 3 strategies, you might be asking, why do I have to speak more smoothly? Great question. I'd like you to correct me if I am wrong, but I believe that if you are a middle to high-level Japanese learner, you are probably going for more fluency in Japanese conversations. Some might call it a flow, right? You're probably wanting to captivate the audience just like how you can do it in your native language, first language. Mastering these 3 strategies will help you maintain that kind of flow. So let's start. The first strategy is called paraphrasing. This is a big power move. So here's how you do it. Let's say you don't know how to say international treaties in Japanese. You can instead say rules between countries, right? So you can say something along the line of 国と国のルール or 日本、アメリカ、中国のルール, right? The idea is that you don't have to know all the terminology. You can just instead break down the meaning of the concept or the words and make it simpler. Actually, you might be doing this quite often, even in your native language too. When you can't remember specific words, please use paraphrasing because it is such a useful skill and really it expands your conversation without having to pause every second. The second strategy is asking for help. This one's quite helpful too because you and the other person are having conversation and you too can share the burden of not knowing something. So how you do it is very simple. Describe the concept of an object to the other person, then ask the other person to name the object, right? For instance, you might say, hey Tanaka-san, what do you call that machine that cuts grass? And Tanaka-san might say, oh, you mean shibakariki, which is a lawnmower, right? It is a little bit similar to paraphrasing, but the key difference is that you are asking the other person for an answer, right? This is helpful because you are basically outsourcing the other person to recall the concept or the term that you can't remember. Okay, the last strategy, the third strategy, is avoiding. This is when you avoid words, grammar points, and the topic that you don't know well. For instance, let's say you wanted to say, the plot of the movie was incredibly predictable and cliché. But you don't know how to say predictable and cliché in Japanese. But if you use avoidance, you will say, the movie was, it was fine, the actors were good. So you stop delivering message altogether. If this is paraphrasing, you might say, I knew the ending after 10 minutes. It is a story that I have seen many, many times before. So just like this, if you're paraphrasing, you are delivering messages, but just in a different way. Avoiding will help you drop the message to help you save time. Obviously, you might not want to do this every time you speak because that feels like you're just giving up, right? But if you want to prioritize the flow and fluency of conversations in a specific context, this is very useful and it gets you the momentum that you need. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and if you got this far, you might as well like this video and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you for watching and see you next time.